It's not easy being a guardian to a summoner so young.
Yuna resting. Go away.
This is going to be some journey.
Kemaris.
I wonder what's wrong with Yuna. No point asking. Mood she's in.
Yuna looked preoccupied. Was it because of Jiskel?
Are you that scared?
When I was little, a fiend attacked me while I was swimming at the beach. My brother tried to beat it back with a spell. Ah! But he missed and hit me instead. It was a thunder spell.
Ouch.
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
But it can be effective. Magic is effective against marine fiends.
My brother said that too.
You should learn some spells too.
Ah!
Maybe later.
Nice to see you again. Welcome to the Rin Travel Agency. Oh.
Shh.
How goes your study of our language? That is good to hear. Allow me to present you with this book for your study. I wonder, would that be Sir Orin by any chance? Ah, as I thought. I've been wondering since I saw him at the Mihen High Road branch. Sir Orin! I wonder if you remember me. 10 years ago, at the beginning of Lord Braska's calm.
Yes, I should thank you.
Not at all. I could not leave a wounded man to die. However, I was surprised when I saw you gone the next morning with that wound. An ordinary man would not have been able to walk.
I'd rather drop that subject, Rin.
As you wish. Maester Seymour and his entourage passed by a while ago. And the Maester is to be married soon?
Excuse me, where did you hear that?
The Guado are telling everyone.
Oh, they are they?
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
What?
As punishment for my deeds. Whoever what and his mother, whoever is as punishment for my deeds.
Whoa! Oi!
Yes?
I implore.
Ow! Oh. Yeah, well, it's nothing really. I just, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come in. Hey! Wasn't that Jiskel Guado guy?
The sphere is his will. It says, take care of my son.
Huh. His son, Seymour? Well, I know one way to take care of him.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
What do you think you're up to?
Yuna was acting funny.
Yeah. She'll tell us when she's ready, so hold your chocobos till then. Yeah.
All right.
Whatever happens, we're still Yuna's guardians. I know how you feel. Let's give Riku a kick in the butt and go, huh?
We're not through the Thunder Plains yet, so be prepared, all right? Did you two have a fight? Did you two...
Let's give Riku a kick.
She's not going to move unless we do something. She's not going to move.
If it's okay with Riku, shall we go? If it's okay...
It's not stopping, is it?
Don't tell me you were hoping it would. Fine, stay here.
All right already. But you didn't have to say it like that, you know. You could be more comforting or something. You know, try to cheer me up. You just don't get me at all, do you? Hey, are you listening? I'm not scared. I'm not scared, you hear?
All right. Welcome back, by the way. I wanted to do a intro for this one, but I just refused to interrupt any dialogue, so I got in here a little bit late. Anyways, pick up the yellow shield on the ground there that, I don't know, did the paparazzi guy drop that? I don't know if that's the one. I'm pretty sure one of his shields from this area, and again, I don't know if it's that one or if I just got lucky with... a different one earlier, but one of his shields ended up having lightning proof on it, which is kind of nice, but I actually didn't end up equipping that. Not really sure why. I suppose maybe I was comfortable enough with my stats to not feel like I needed to bother, but so it should again still be, I guess, probably pretty obvious that Yuna is hiding something from us, and definitely has something to do with the sphere that Jiskel dropped, I guess. And also, I forgot. I think I mistakenly thought that Riku's story about her brother basically electrocuting her. I thought that was at the beginning of the Thunder Plains, but it was not. It was obviously right there at the travel agency, but. Here it does look like she's finally starting to get over it a little bit, and yeah, I suppose it's one of those deals, right? Baptism in fire sort of deal. Just throwing her right into it, forcing her to, or in being a big meanie. But anyways, yeah, all right. So anyway, as far as the enemies here, eventually here I'll end up running into a battle with an Iron Giant. Those are pretty brutal, honestly. I forgot how strong they were, and they hit really hard. One of the things I suppose you could do if you thought you needed would be to use break power with Orin. I don't think I bothered doing that, but I did use armor break. They have really high defense, and it really helps out to use armor break first. That way your physical characters will do, quite a bit more damage. Magic is a decent option, though, as well. So definitely something worth considering. I think I mentioned this also in the last video, but you can steal... what is it? There's Lunar... There's the Lunar Curtain, and then there's... What's the other one here? Light Curtain. I don't remember which one does which, but one of them you can synthesize like SOS Protect, and the other one is SOS Shell. I'm not big on those two abilities, but I guess at least it's something to consider. The Iron Giants, though, again, and I did mention this in the previous video as well. Speaking of Iron Giants, right here, is they do have pretty good equipment potentially. The ability to get 10% strength or 10% magic on a weapon right now is a pretty big deal. The equipment I'm not as big on, but they can potentially drop equipment that's got SOS regen, and then there's the HP 5 and I think it's 10%. Yes, 10%. Again, I'm not super wild about that. Maybe SOS regen is kind of interesting at least, but yeah, not so big on the other two. So here's our, I think, is this the first cactar that I ran into? I think I went way overboard on this guy. I didn't need to do that. I could have just done even spiral cut, which I think I do later. Fun fact, there's kind of like Final Fantasy VII, there's like affection levels in the game, and whoever you have the most affection with will throw the ball to Titus for his overdrive blitz ace. So and by the I obviously spent a lot of time learning that. Basically his overdrives are you spiral cut enough times and you get to, is it slice and dice, and then you slice and dice enough and that gets you excuse me, that gets you energy rain, and then use energy rain enough and that will get you blitz ace. But yeah, anyways, all right, so let's take a look at let me bring up the cactar here. They have you can steal chocobo feathers from them, which you can customize. I think it's SOS haste. I'm not wild about that ability either. Auto haste is amazing, but you can't get that with the chocobo feathers. I think that's the chocobo wing, which isn't going to be available for, unfortunately, a very long time. But as far as their equipment, they also have initiative on the equipment, which is kind of interesting because it increases your preemptive strike rate. I think I might still have a weapon for Orin that's got that right now. I don't think it like stacks or anything like that, but don't quote me on that. I'm really not sure how. I guess if that's the case, right? Like I don't know if you can, put an initiative weapon on everybody and that will like increase. I have serious doubts that that's the case. But anyway, so as far as taking down the cactars, definitely limit breaks is going to be my opinion. Is going to be the best. They're just so evasive that it's hard to knock them down. Honestly, though, I thought that these guys were better for AP, and they're really not that great. 350 on a normal kill and then 525 on an overkill, that's just not that impressive. Probably, though, it wouldn't have been such a bad idea to, I guess if I wanted to farm them, or if you're interested in farming them, what you really want to do is pray at 3 of those stones, so that when you do get into battles with cactars, you're going to find at least 3 of them, and then at that point that might not be a bad way. Let's see, so 520 excuse me, 525 and 3 of them would be what, 1575 AP. That would actually beat Iron Giants, but you know, then you're looking at probably Orin's Overdrive, right? Dragon Fang will take out all three at once. Probably, I don't know, maybe Mix. I guess it depends. I'm not sure what. Honestly, I barely ever use Mix, so I don't even know what we're capable of really doing with that Overdrive right now. Waka's probably would work out okay because I actually have all of his at this point. You know, attack reels would probably be the best. And then Titus's overdrives would work really well too. Actually, I mean, really, it's probably fair to say that any overdrive is really, really good for taking them out. You know, you could overdrive with Yuna, do a grand summon, and you know, even use like overdrives from the Aeons as well. So yeah, a lot of options there. But yeah, anyways. I really do wish that I would have you know, prayed at 3 of those stones just so that I could get, you know, 3 to spawn. I'm also wondering if that is why when I was in the desert, so you know, spoiler alert, we'll end up in the Bikanel desert eventually, and the few encounters that I got into with cactars there, I only ever ran into one, and so my guess is that those cactars there are linked, I think anyway, to the Thunder Plains as well. And again, so geez, excuse me. Wow, it's just one of those days, I guess. Really wish I would have you know, prayed at 3 of those stones. And again, 2 of them were in the southern area, and then I found only 1 up here in the northern side. So I should have really gone down to the south. And it's funny, I had considered doing that kind of right here actually, and it was funny because I roamed around to the different stones, and then I didn't end up going all the way to the south in order to actually yeah, I guess pray at those stones. And yeah, really actually regret doing that now. I think that it would have, yeah, it just would have been smarter to do that. So my bad on that.
Everyone, wait.
What's up?
I have something to tell you.
Here? We're almost out of here. Let's go.
I have to say it now.
Over there.
Somehow, my bad feelings always come true.
I've decided to marry.
I thought so.
But why? Why'd you change your mind?
For Spira's future and Yevon's unity. I thought it would be the best thing to do.
That's not good enough.
Wait, is it? Is it because of Lord Jiskel?
Hey, that's Sphere!
Show me.
I can't. I must speak to Maester Seymour first. I truly am sorry, but it is a personal matter.
You're kidding, huh?
As you wish.
I'm sorry.
Just one thing.
I won't quit my pilgrimage.
Then it is fine.
Wait a minute, Orin. You don't care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not. As long as she is willing to face sin, all else is her concern. That is a summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
But that's...
Yuna, just one question. Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour? You got to marry him?
Don't know. But I think it is the right thing to do.
Okay, I guess.
Uni. Quiet! I wish we could help somehow. Some way.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
She says I'm sorry. He says it's fine. She's willing to face sin. She's privileged. I didn't understand. But somehow, I felt like I didn't belong. But if I didn't belong with them, I'd be stuck in Spira, alone. And being alone in that place, well, I didn't want to think about it.
Next, we're going to Makalania Temple. Yuna can talk with Seymour there. We Guardians will wait until they're done and plan our next move. Understood?
Okay, so back behind the structure is the chest there, and then we've got one more. We're almost out. It's funny. I feel like I spent yeah, you know, I think probably because I farmed so many Ochus and farmed, you know, earlier than I guess this video. I just didn't spend very much time here as I had in previous playthroughs. I know the last time I played the game, I spent a ton of time out here. I farmed Iron Giants for quite a while, and you know, I don't know. I don't know which was really better, but yeah, I don't know. I think I actually do. I do like farming the Ochu a little bit more. I just think that the armor, specifically that Confuse Ward armor, is really good. It's just so hard to get Confuse protection on gear, and it's at least somewhat useful. I still think that it's the most dangerous of the different status effects, and so I was at least, you know, fairly happy with going that route. But also I kind of overdid it, I think, as well. I really honestly spent way more time there than I probably should have. You don't really need, because I think I ended up finding Confuse Ward armor for every single one of my characters, and I really, you know, in hindsight, I realized I didn't need to do that at all. I mean, for one thing, Titus is doing about 90% of the work right now, and so somebody like, yeah, Kimari just isn't ever even ending up, you know, in battle, and so, you know, farming up a lucid armlet for him was honestly pretty pointless. And so, you know, definitely probably could have spent a little less time farming those Ochus, but whatever. And also, I suppose Titus did end up really powerful because I spent so much time there. But here I was just checking the different armor and weapons that I had got here, but there wasn't really anything that impressive. Yeah, I just didn't spend enough time here specifically to get anything that I thought was, yeah, that great. Honestly, really wish I would have spent a little bit more time farming the Iron Giants, just so that I could have got a strength or a magic 10% weapon. I would have at least liked to seen that. You know, and again, they can have, you know, what is it? It's 2 to 3 slots, and then, you know, 1 to 2 abilities. I mean, that gear actually is really good. You know, the minimum of 2 slots is pretty impressive, but you know, I don't know. I just think that that it would have been nice to see, you know, some strength 10% and magic 10% as well. But so there I put my I put my Avenger on, and I should have done this sooner, but here I put First Strike on it as well. So, you know, it started out with 3% strength. That's that very rare sword from the road. I forget which one. Jose, the road to Jose. There's that one NPC that gives you that. You know, and it's got the strength 3%, which is not impressive, but it's got the 3 open slots, which is amazing. And so I really tricked out that weapon, and I really like that one.
You're worried about Yuna.
Of course I'm worried about her. What is she thinking?
The simplest answer would be, in exchange for agreeing to marry him, she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
Negotiate what?
I wonder.
What? All by herself?
She's strong, but Seymour is the better negotiator.
Well then, why don't we do something about it?
Yuna wants it this way.
I just don't get it. Doesn't she trust us?
On the contrary, she doesn't want us caught up in whatever it is she's planning.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that makes me worry even more. She could just tell us.
That's the way she is. She's naive, serious to a fault, and doesn't ask for help.
You're probably right.
Yuna's easy to read.
Yeah, she is.
But hard to guard. Stand by her. Always.
Slowpokes!
Sorry. It's funny how calm I was. Maybe it was because I'd realized that Yuna wasn't marrying Seymour for love. Not really. It was just her duty. Something she had to do before returning to her pilgrimage. That's what I kept telling myself anyway. And well, maybe. I realized that Yuna and I'd never, you know. Yuna, let's go.
Alrighty, that is going to be it for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.